Most affiliate programs mess this up big time. As an affiliate, it's not only annoying, but it leads to me quitting at least a few programs each year. And getting it right is foundational to building a great affiliate program. So today, I'm sharing the second pillar of great affiliate programs.
Welcome to the Affiliate Guy podcast. If you want to grow your income, serve your tribe, and enjoy all the benefits of affiliate marketing and having your own affiliates, you're in the right place. Thanks for joining me today. Let's get started.
Hey, welcome back to this series. As I said at the top of the last episode, we got a new year, so we're going to do a new series. We're going to get back to basics, get back to the foundational aspects of great affiliate programs. And as I mentioned in the last episode, we're starting with 3 episodes that kind of a blast from the past that most of you probably haven't listened to because they're from so long ago, when I talked about the 3 C's of every successful affiliate program. So we're going to revisit that. And then at the end of that series, those 3, I've got the final 3 C's. There are 6 pillars to every great affiliate program. And I don't want you guys to miss out on all 6 of them. So we're going to cover those 3, then the final 3 at the end. So with that said, let's jump into our second pillar.
So in the last episode, I talked about the first C of successful affiliate programs, which is contests. And ended up going a little bit deeper, and I talked about not only the 3 types of contests or the 3 keys to contests that you need to have, but I talked about how to make your affiliate program fun. If you missed that episode, make sure you go back and listen to it, because you're going to get a ton of valuable information about how to make your affiliate program fun and run contests that actually result in more sales. That's the key. If you remember in that FUN acronym, the F stood for focus on results. You need to make sure that your contests and your fun stuff actually leads to more sales. But the key throughout all of this, and it's our second C in the 3 C's of successful affiliate programs, is to communicate with your affiliates. And I mean all of them. Not just your big ones. Not just your big ones. I cannot stress the importance of having a communication plan with your affiliates. Okay. I just cannot stress how important that is. We created a template that you can download, by the way. We'll put the link in the show notes. It's mattmcwilliams.com/AFF plan. If you go there, you can download our template that we created. It's a free PDF. It's the template that we give our affiliates to get them to mail more, promote more, and generate more sales. It's one thing to get your affiliates to promote your program, right? Oh yeah, sure, I'll promote. It's an entirely different thing to get them to mail 5, 10, 15, 20 times and go all out. This template will help you to do that, all right? We've been using it for years. We've refined it over the years. And you definitely want to grab this template, because I'm going to tell you right now, I can make the difference in communicating mediocrely. I don't even know if that's a word, but in a mediocre way, or communicating in a way that's actually going to get results. So what do you communicate? If you go check out this template, I'm just looking at one of the ones that we put together for a client here. And there, it says on here, okay, on 1/27, we're going to send the login and swipe for Monday. On 1/28, that's via email. So it's got the channel, it's got the email subject line, things like that. What's the medium? We're going to send an email. What time are we sending it? Who's it from? Because it might not be just from me. We might send one from the client name. We might send one from, might be from my assistant or something. So who's it from? What day of the week? What's the date? So we send the login and swipe on that day. The next day, we send an email announcing the contest prizes. The following day, we're going to post to Facebook and we're going to announce a training webinar. Then we're going to ask if they need anything going into next week. We're going to remind them about the swipe copy and teach them how to use swipe copy. Then we're going to, keep going through this whole thing, right? We have a whole breakdown of everything we're going to do to communicate with our affiliates day by day, starting months and months out. Now, of course, the question is, what do you communicate? What do you actually communicate with your affiliates? Well, the list is virtually endless. I'm going to just walk you through probably, a dozen or so today of things that you can communicate. And the first thing is behind the scenes access. Give them a look at what's going on. If you're running a launch, Give them a look at what's going on as you prepare for the launch. If you're shooting the videos for your pre-launch content, right? Let them in on them. Give them exclusive access to what's happening. It makes them feel a part of it, right? I know one of my favorite videos to do for our affiliates is like when I'm on the set recording the videos for the course or the maybe for the pre-launch content, and I'll be on the set and I'll grab my selfie stick and I'll just be like, hey guys, I'm on set. I just wanted you to get a look at what we're doing here. And I just want to say thank you so much for your support. We're about 2 months from launch. I can't wait. We're really going to over deliver for your audience. I can't wait to serve them, blah, 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 right? Or I'll give them, specifically, I remember this one, I'll give them like when I was recording and I screwed up. And I remember this one where I had to say it was slimy, salesy, or sleazy. Slimy, salesy, sleazy. Like how do you promote affiliate products where it's not slimy, salesy, or sleazy? And I'm doing this. I'm standing with my wife's doing the teleprompter and recording. And I'm like, how do you do affiliate marketing where it's not slammy? Slime. Okay, that's not it. Take 2. How do you do affiliate marketing without being slammy or slice? Dang it. And I mean, it took me like 7 takes. And, she's cracking up. And then like another one, I'm like, how do you do affiliate marketing? And I just start laughing. Like I'm like, okay, so I got to get this. I think it took like 7 or 8, but possibly even like 10 or 12 takes for me to get through slimy, salesy, or sleazy. And when I did, I was so excited at the end that I had to like stop. I was like, yeah, I got through that. Okay, we can cut to the next thing. And we had to use some B-roll or something for that. But that was funny, right? I gave them the access to that. I shared that video with them because it was funny. It was super funny. Secondly, like lots and lots of videos. Don't just send your affiliates email updates. Do not just stick to text. Please, like give them videos. Record a video, just sharing. Like we recorded a video where we're super excited about this affiliate promotion and we're really glad that you're on board. In fact, I'm going to share the audio here from one of the videos. I think it's about 4 or 5 minutes long. I'm going to share the audio from one of the videos that we did for our launch. Like this is years ago. Again, just to get them excited about the launch. Hey guys, real quick, just wanted to give you guys a quick update. I know we are, as I said this morning, over 13,000 total opt-ins. This is awesome. And
just finished the webinar or the masterclass this morning.
Had, a lot of sales coming in. So that was fun. And gosh, what else we got going on? Yeah, so wanted to show you guys the PDF that's coming out tomorrow. It's called Affiliate Marketing Sales Secrets: How to Sell Without Being Salesy, Scammy, or Sleazy. And you guys should have seen me. I told Mark, I want to get the outtakes at some point and share them with you guys from the video, because the part where I say that took like 9 takes. So I finally got it right. And then I was like,
you're so amazed.
I'll read it because I still can't get this right. I'm like, so make sure you download the free PDF. It's called How to Sell Without Being Slam Sammy. I'm like, Slam Sammy? What is this? So we crack up. But, we talk about the limiting beliefs about why conventional wisdom is wrong. And it's this limiting belief, as I say here, the biggest limiting belief that holds people back from success with affiliate marketing is the belief that affiliate marketing is salesy, sleazy, or scammy. Hey, I got it right.
Not Slam Sammy, though.
It's not Sam. We talk about the 5 secrets of sales masters. And a lot of this comes from the great Zig Ziglar. I quote him throughout the PDF. And I talk about secret number 1, that to sell effectively, you've got to have passion and belief or you won't sell anything at all. Make sure you go download that PDF, check it out. It's in the Partner Center. And grab your swipe and mail tomorrow, because this one's going to be one of the best ones yet, bud.
Can I just say, Matt, one of the things that's worked really well for us in Swipe is when we have a PDF, when we have a guide that we're promoting, is I'll go through before I write the swipe and I'll just like look at headings. But I pick something out and I say, oh, and I really love on page 27 what they say, or on page 4 what they say about. And when you do that, like it's one of those things where people are like, oh, I need to go read that. I need to go figure out what that is, And so that's a really cool thing to do. So definitely, we've provided for you there in the Partner Center. Make sure you download that. Make sure you flip through it at least and look through it. But Matt, you kind of hinted, you alluded to this. You can use all these things to do a lot better in this promotion too. It's kind of meta.
Yeah.
But you can take everything that's in this and say, okay, how can I apply that for the next, what are we at now? 7 days left?
8 if you include today.
Yep. So you can use these things to increase your sales. So, I mean, there's a double reason to go in and read it. But, definitely super excited about this one, Matt. Historically, I say historically, it's been a week? Historically, the guides have done really, really well. Like, we've been blown away how well the first 2 did. I have no doubt that this last one's going to do the exact same thing, Matt.
Because as you go along, it's harder. It's no doubt harder because you have less of a pool to draw on because some people have already opted in. Your most engaged people have already opted in. But I believe in this PDF because we're approaching this more of the angle of it's not about the money. It's not about, you've heard of affiliate marketing. You thought about it. It's about you believe those myths. I've never personally been a part of an affiliate promo where I was making money on day 3.
Yeah.
So
it's kind of fun.
It's kind of fun for you guys, hopefully. And we're seeing some sales rolling in and the webinars are converting. And I think you guys are making an average of $30 and change per referral or per
person shows up. Yeah.
Yeah. So keep it up. Mail to the PDF tomorrow, the video on Friday. And don't forget about the webinars that you want to mail to on Saturday. And then we're going to do the heads up email on Sunday. And then it's going to be 3 days of absolute insanity. And by then I will be 99% caffeinated. So that gives you some ideas, right? Yeah, that's during the launch, really to keep them motivated. But you can do those weeks or months in advance just to give them just a quick video update. Thirdly, make sure you hammer home the dates. You cannot mention the dates enough. If there's a promo coming up, a launch coming up, hammer home the dates. Everything you do, every email has a reminder of the dates. When I do that behind the scenes video, and hey, just remember guys, the promotion kicks off May 30th. I'm constantly reminding them about the dates. Fourth, give them, we don't call them promo plans anymore. We call them commitment plans, right? These are plans that you really want to spell things out for your affiliates. You want to tell them when they should mail, when they should share, create a detailed plan for them. And guess what? They will follow it. But this is something we discovered over the past couple of years. We don't call them promo plans anymore. We call them commitment plans. So again, if you want to get a template of a promo plan, and you can get this from an affiliate perspective, just go to mattmcwilliams.com/promo plan. mattmcwilliams.com/promo plan. You can download the promo plan from an affiliate perspective, okay? But it's the same one that we use for if you're an affiliate manager, right? That you're going to give your affiliates. Same exact plan. It's just geared towards, the affiliates. But it's really, we call them a commitment plan. And the reason for that is a couple of years ago, we found we were running a promotion, and I don't know why, but I started calling it a commitment plan. And people started using them more. They started actually implementing what we put in the plan more. And I'm psychologically it kind of makes sense, right? It's a commitment that they've made. If they say they're going to mail on Saturday the 8th, then they mail on Saturday the 8th. If they say they're going to post, or do a Facebook Live on Monday the 10th, then they do a Facebook Live on Monday the 10th. Kind of cool. So create these commitment plans. Again, you can download it. It has a spot to put your logo and who it's for and the dates and all this stuff. And it's color coded and you can change the colors and stuff. But it's really cool. These commitment plans are super cool. Fifth, I think we're on 5, announce contests and prizes. Nothing gets people more excited than finding out what the heck the prizes are. I touched on this when I talked about contests and prizes in that episode, but you want to announce the contest and prizes. In fact, I'm going to do a little bit more of a deep dive here into contest and prizes that I didn't get to in the last episode. I didn't cover some of these things in the last episode, before we move on. So I want to talk to you about, again, what to communicate. But I was thinking about this after the last episode. I didn't dive super deep into some of the stuff that I could have with regards to prizes. Number one, there's 2 types of prizes. There's fixed prizes and there's incremental prizes. A fixed prize is someone is winning it no matter what. And this is risky when you're starting off. I don't recommend fixed prizes. So I don't recommend, top 10 prizes, top 5 prizes, top 20 prizes, whatever, because you might be paying a first prize of, $20,000 and somebody makes 8 sales. Unless you got a $10,000 product, that sucks. Incremental prizes, basically it means the more sales they make, the more prize they win. So if you get 25 sales, as we talked about last time, you do 3 sales, you get this. You do 10 sales, you get this. You do 25, you get this. And I recommend when you're running like a first, contest, that it be something like that. It'd be like, 3 or 5 for that low level, 10, 25, 50, 100, 250, and so on. Depending upon the price of the, if it's a $7 product, you may want to make the first prize like 10, go like 10, 50, 250 or something like that. But, if we're talking anything over $100, that's kind of a good breakdown. And then you make those prizes about 7% of the value of the product. You can go as high as 10%. So you want to do fixed and incremental, but start off with just the incremental. What works best in terms of prizes? Well, here's some of the most effective things. Like number one, experiences, right? Prizes should be aspirational. So I like to offer prizes that get people to think a little bit outside of their norms, like the Kentucky Derby or Final Four tickets, things like that. These are things that, kind of ties into the next one. Things that people wouldn't buy for themselves, but they would let you buy them for them. I remember years ago, the second type of prize are what we call buy it for me items. Ray Edwards said, he was like, I'm really shooting for 3rd place. I've always wanted a drone, but I know I'll never buy it for myself. I will, however, let you buy it for me. That's what we want. Like we all want to own nice things. It's nice when someone else buys them for us. And he ended up like really becoming like a drone, a drone junkie or something. I don't know what you say there. Gadgets work really well. So the latest, tech gadgets are always great prizes. Masterminds and retreats. We often do these where, it's like if you make the top 20, you're going to get this big affiliate mastermind. We might do like top 10 and we take them to a luxury resort. These have always been some of my favorite prizes because I get to go hang out with cool people and take my wife to an amazing place and I don't have to pay anything for it. That's fun, Just the more prizes, the better, right? So you might have overall opt-ins, overall sales. You got sprint prizes, jump prizes, webinar prizes, workshop prizes, pre-launch contest prizes, weekend prizes. We call these if-then prizes. So it's like, if you do this, then you get this. We talked a little bit about that in the last episode. Goofy prizes, like you name it. Just the more prizes, the better. So that's a little bit more on prizes. So to recap, we talked about behind the scenes access, things that we communicate, right? Behind the scenes access, videos, hammering home those important dates, the commitment plans, announcing contests and prizes. Teach them. Send emails, post tips in the Facebook group to help them along the way. Teach them about your product and details that they may not know about. Teach them sales techniques. Show them what's working with your ads because maybe they can apply them to their ads. Teach them. Run training for them. That's just something like this is one of my favorite parts about our coaching program. Your affiliate launch coach is like when you sign up to get coaching from us, we don't just say, hey, go teach your affiliates. We actually teach them for you and they get to position me as the expert. And I come in and I do this training and I teach them and I do these strategy calls with them and show them like how to close sales and the results are amazing. So teach them what's working, show them the strategies they need to be able to make more sales, to get more opt-ins, whatever it may be. Like I said, host a training. Not just for your small affiliates. These aren't just for the small affiliates. Some of are the largest affiliates that we have. They attend our trainings. And the thing is, you need to make it an event. You want to make it an event because if you make it an event, then it's a big thing. Like we send mail to them, inviting them to these. We make sure that like it's 2:00 Eastern Wednesday, 2:00 Eastern Wednesday. Like you want to show up, right? So let me show you how we do this. I'm going to play a clip here. We just did one of these a few months ago for one of our clients in our Your Affiliate Launch Coach program. I'm just going to play some of the highlights, right? We put together a little, it's like 9.5 minutes. This is a training that we did for Jason and Cecilia Hilke of Happily Family. So like I mentioned, with our clients, we actually do 2 trainings for their affiliates as a part of the program. where we come on for like an hour, a little bit, hour and a half, and we train their affiliates to start with about like the calendar. We walk them through the calendar, some promotional strategies, things like that. And then we do another training where we teach them how to close sales as affiliates. I'll share more about that in the next episode. And actually, I'm going to share a clip of a training that we did for a client so you can get a little taste of what that's actually like. So we're going to teach them, we're going to host training with them. We want to send them cheat sheets. We always put together like a 1 or 2 page PDF that's just got all the important stuff, right? It's got the dates right in front of them. It's got, a couple of tips that they need to make sure that they implement. It's got important links, all of these things, right? It's just something they can keep right in front of them and have open during the promotion. Quick little cheat sheets. So send those. Share testimonials. This is super important. Like when you get a particularly awesome testimonial, share it in the partner group, share it in the Facebook group. It's a great way to make them feel like what they're doing is having an impact. Make sure that you do this. If there's a testimonial that comes in, this is one of the most powerful things. When you get a testimonial, go look up and see who referred them and then send it to them. Like if Joe sends an affiliate lead and that lead buys and then that person says, "Oh my gosh, this was amazing," then make sure that like you share that with that affiliate. Share that with Joe. Share that with Joe. We got some testimonials a while back, that when we shared them with our affiliates, they were just blown away. Absolutely blown away. And this is super important. So share those testimonials. Just share updates with them. Whatever updates you think you need to share with them. You don't have to be super picky, right? Leaderboards, contest updates, where you stand on a personal level. You're at 63 sales and you're on pace for 90. And then you can do something like, if they're on pace for 90, hey, if you hit 100 sales, you'll get a $1,000 bonus. If that makes mathematical sense. If it's a $50 product, it probably doesn't. But you get the idea. Like you can do things like that. Give them updates. Keep them updated. More is usually better. You're looking for ETMs, what we call ETMs, excuses to mail. And if you have an excuse to mail, then mail. Make sure I've mentioned this before, make sure you start a Facebook group and update it often. Post a countdown to the launch every week, leading up until about 10 days before, then go daily. You want to do multiple updates per day, during a big promotion. Make it fun. Like we talked about before, we did a thing that was like on the first day of the launch, it was like, post your launch face, right? Post your launch face. So we all took selfies, like, there are like 50 people posting these selfies, like, And remember, your entire purpose is to keep your stuff front and center and top of mind. If you remember the principles of commitment and consistency, right? Commitment and consistency. They made a commitment and then they're going to be consistent to that commitment. So one of the things you can do, another thing you can communicate, I don't know what number we're on now, like 12 or whatever, ask them for their picture for the leaderboard. If you're going to post a picture leaderboard, ask them for a picture. If I asked you for your picture, wouldn't you be a little bit more excited about the prospect of being on the leaderboard? Wouldn't you go a little bit more out of your way to make sure that you end up on that leaderboard? That's important. Ask if they need anything. Something like that is so simple, right? Can have a huge impact. I recommend if your launch is on, starts on a Monday, I typically don't recommend starting on Monday, start on Tuesdays, but let's just say it's Tuesday. Then on Friday, send an email. Hey, we're heading into the weekend. I just wanted to check, do you need anything for next week? It's like a 2-sentence email that generates a lot of responses. As a matter of fact, I do. Nope, I'm good. I'm set up. I'm locked and loaded. I'm ready, Matt. Okay, cool. Either response is great. So ask if they need anything. Ask for referrals. This is the number one way to get new affiliates. The number one way to get new affiliates is ask them for referrals. Just send in an email months before the launch and just say, hey, do you know anybody who'd be a good fit for this launch or this promotion? If you have an evergreen program, hey, do you know anybody who'd be a good fit for this program? Introduce us and we'll hook you up with a second tier commission. Like, there you go. Super easy, right? Send physical mail. Stop relying on email and Facebook. Send them something in the mail. We used to do this with one of our clients. We put together a newsletter. It basically had stuff that we could send in an email, but we sent it in physical mail. It cost us $1. And you know what? They read it. I have on my desk over here, I have these 2 Lego action figures that look like me. They were handcrafted Lego, one with glasses and one without. I got from Pete Vargas years ago. Like, send a specific mailing to them with some testimonials. Like, that can work. Send them something in the mail. I think I gave you 15 things, right? This is only a starter list of what to communicate and how to communicate. So it begs the question, of course, how often should you email your affiliates? How often should you post to Facebook? How often should you mail them? The answer is very simple, a lot. I mentioned earlier, the biggest mistake that affiliate managers make is not communicating enough. In our average 17-day launch sequence, we have 46 emails during. In a typical launch, you'll get about 75 emails from us over the course of, 7 months or so. We'll post probably 100 Facebook updates. I mean, that's a lot of stuff, right? But this is what gets those small affiliates engaged and helps you create this awesome army of promotional partners, which is what you want. That lie we talked about, right? Most of your sales are going to come from only a few affiliates. That only happens if you're not following the second C. It doesn't have to be super time consuming. You can do this in about an hour a day, most weeks. Maybe during your launch, it'll take you a little bit more. But the key is to communicate. That is our second C. First, we want to have great contests. We want to make our affiliate program fun. Second, we want to communicate. In the next episode, I will share the last C. I'll give you a little hint. I touched on it just a little bit today, but not in detail. And I'm going to share some of the detail in the next episode. So that last C is super important. You don't want to miss it. So make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss that episode. I've got some cool stuff in that next episode for you. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you check out the promo plan link that we put in the show notes, the commitment plan link that we put in the show notes. And the communication plan link as well. Make sure you check out all of that. I'll see you in the next episode for our last C in the 3 C's of successful affiliate programs. Thank you so much for listening today. Remember to check out all of our deep dives into affiliate marketing at theaffiliateguide.tv. And if you have a question, ask it at asktheaffiliateguide.com. Who knows? Maybe you even be featured on an upcoming episode. And lastly, if you haven't yet, make sure to leave a rating and review wherever you're listening to this episode. See you soon.